I'm Sloane, and this is SloaneKnows Next, where we sit down with the future stars of tomorrow. Today's guest is Jerzy Robinson, the #1 ranked player in the class of 2026. Her journey of moving from Arizona to California to play basketball, to winning a gold medal with Team USA and signing with Klutch and Nike is a story you won't want to miss. All right, Jerzy, thank you so much for coming on SloaneKnows Next. I'm so excited for you to be here. For those who haven't had the pleasure to watch your game or learn a little bit about you, can you just tell us your name, your age, and your position and where you go to high school?
I'm Jerzy Robinson. I'm a combo guard, so 1 or 2 people you could say, and I go to Syracuse High School. I like to do pretty much everything 1 through 5, so 3-level scoring and things like that. So I like to mix it up, model my game after stars like Michael Jordan, LeBron, and Kobe, and all of them.
Wow, that's big shoes to fill. Okay, I like it. How old were you when you started to play basketball?
I would say about 7 or 8. I played a lot of sports growing up, and like track. I did track for 8 years, soccer, tried it all, flag football, and then I picked up a basketball. I had 20 in my first game, as my parents can attest to, and then they were like, "Yeah, that was your sport."
And you knew it was for you. Is your family a basketball family or not?
No, actually, so my family is a football family. My mom's family comes from a big football NFL family, and my dad played football at Oregon State and touched the league for a little bit. So I'm definitely a big football family.
Yeah, I like that you said you played girls flag football because I do too, and I feel like that's like an underrated thing, but it's really fun. What position did you play?
Quarterback.
Oh, okay.
I actually played with the boys though. So.
That's big time. Okay.
Yeah,
I did that too in like 4th grade.
A little bit, yeah.
I quit.
Younger.
It's definitely fun for sure. How do you think playing sports like track, soccer, football helped shape you into the basketball player you are now?
I think it opens you up to a lot of different aspects of life. Whether that's team sports, a lot of team sports, it grows you in anywhere, whether it's your togetherness, your sacrifice and things like that. And then you play individual sports, which really builds you as a person, your perseverance, your resilience, and things like that. So I think it's pretty much just rounded me to the person I am in all different areas and aspects. Yeah.
So you're 16 years old. Who was the first NBA or WNBA player that you ever met, and do you have any stories with that?
Ooh, the first NBA player I met was Tyson Chandler. Okay. That's a little throwback, but I played a game at the Kroc Center in Arizona, which is a big basketball gym, and he was there, and I met him, and at first I didn't know who it was, and then at the end people were like, "Jerzy, do you know who that is?" And I was like, "Tyson Chandler." I did some research, and so found out it was Tyson Chandler. So that was my first NBA player.
So you weren't even starstruck or anything like that?
I didn't know him, so. It wasn't obviously it was probably 7'1".
Okay, so you could tell.
Yeah,
that,
so you could tell, but I didn't. Yeah.
And I've heard that you're a big LeBron girl. Have you gotten to meet him?
I did get to meet LeBron at Chosen Ones last year.
Okay.
So that was a crazy moment. I met him through Klutch, and he signed with Klutch and things like that. So when I met him, it was crazy. It was like a crazy moment.
Did you freak out?
No, I had to keep it player.
I
had to keep it player. I had to keep it player in front of him. But it was an amazing moment. Definitely a full circle moment.
Yeah, I'm sure. Fingers crossed that moment comes for me. I probably will freak out, though. I may scream or something like that. Who knows? Who has been an idol for you that you think has sort of helped you through this process?
That's a good question. A lot of people. I mean, personally, my parents, really. I think they keep me grounded in who I am, and they keep me on the right track, keep me grounded with the man above, and that really keeps me on the right track for me. So I would say my parents.
Yeah, I love that. It's so important to have a big support system. I think that's the best way to be successful. What is your favorite NBA or WNBA team?
WNBA team is the Aces. I'm rocking with the Aces forever.
Bandwagon or this?
No. I've been even this year. I'm still Aces fan after they lost.
So okay.
Yeah, and then Lakers. I go Lake Show because I love Bron.
Okay.
Really.
Yeah, I'm a Warriors fan, so. But
they're looking a little rough this year.
No, good start to the season. I mean, we're 7-2, but we got smacked by the Cavs last night. That was bad.
It's okay.
It's okay. We'll get there. I think with Buddy Hield, Kyle Anderson.
Buddy Hield is playing great ball right now.
I mean, he basically filled Clay's shoes, which I thought was going to be hard to do. And then look at that. I'm really happy about that.
0 points, that's not really that hard.
That's true. Yeah, over 10 in an elimination game. It's I feel like I could probably make at least one shot in a game. Exactly. Is there someone specific in the NBA or the W that you model your game after? You watch their film and you really want to be a player like them?
Now, as I grow, early on, I would say it was really a lot of LeBron. as I get older and you kind of have to change your play style and adapt to like where you're going, whether it's USA basketball, high school basketball, AAU. Watch a lot of Kobe.
Yeah.
Because he really has mastered the pull-up game and the footwork and things like that. And on the girls' side, I like Asia Wilson. She has a great face-up game. She kind of learned how to extend past the three-point line out to the three-point line, so I love watching her. Arike, love to watch her. She's great off the dribble. Ryan Howard does it all, so I like to mix it up. Not just one, but I definitely like to
modeling
mix it
your
up.
game off the greatest. That's pretty cool.
Yes.
All right, so you're the #1 ranked player in the class of 2026, which I'm sure feels a little stressful at times. Like that can be a lot of pressure on you. How do you stay humble? How do you stay grounded and just sort of keep up with the fact that you really are the best, but knowing that there's like a lot in the future?
It's for sure my support system, my family. My mom and dad, they keep me grounded. My mom keeps me humble at all times. Corey keeps me humble at all times. But, you know, all of them combined, they lift me up. They make sure I stay in the lab, keep working, make sure I know that, you know, this stuff like this, podcasts and things like that doesn't come out without the work and without basketball.
Yeah.
So making sure that's the main thing.
Does it keep you motivated to know that like everyone is chasing your spot?
Absolutely. And I love that. That makes it fun.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fun to know like when you're at a game, like everyone is going after you. That's a cool feeling.
For sure.
What has been your most memorable basketball moment so far?
It was winning the gold medal. My first gold medal. It was, you don't really understand it till it happens, because wearing like the USA across your chest is like something surreal that you dream about when you're younger. And I dreamed about that. So bringing glory back to America like at such a young age was amazing for me.
For sure. So I want to talk a little bit about Sierra Canyon, which is where you go to high school. I know you transferred from Desert Vista. Can you take us through that story of your transfer and what that was like for you?
Absolutely. So I played my freshman year at Desert Vista High School in Arizona. It's in Ahwatukee, like a little outside of the city where I was born.
Okay.
We won a state championship that first year. And the opportunity, NIL had like really boomed. And so the opportunities with Klutch and with Nike and Jordan presented themselves. And so as a family, we had to sit down and really consider like, okay, I have these opportunities, but it was illegal in Arizona, which is really the highlight, because California, they had passed the law to where you can and make money off of your name, image, and likeness. And so it was a jump and a leap of faith that we had to make. And so, you know, my parents and my brother sacrificed everything, and we moved out here my sophomore year. I signed with Nike in January of that upcoming year, and it was just, my life has changed forever from there. Amazing.
What's your favorite part about living in LA?
The beach, for sure. I'm an ocean girl. I'm an island girl.
Okay.
My parents' family my mom's family is from Hawaii, so I grew up there pretty much every summer, and so I love the ocean.
Do you surf?
Sure. I can surf a little bit.
You're good?
I'd like to say I'm great.
Okay.
But I haven't surfed in a little while, so I got to clean up a little bit. The water's too cold here, though.
I know, it's freezing. And like gray.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
Which is very different from Hawaii.
Yeah, that's a little different, but it's still lucky that we have this. What's your favorite thing to do in LA other than the beach? Like eat, go out? Like what places do you like to go to?
My weekdays are just school
and
workout.
sports, yeah.
But I just like going to LA and just seeing. There's so much that happens in LA where it's just driving down like Melrose or things like
that's
that.
My favorite place
it's
to go
so
to.
much. So I like to shop, but my
Same.
parents like to stress, find ways to not spend money.
Yeah, exactly. Who was the first celebrity that you saw when you were living in LA?
Kiara from Outer Banks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I freaked out. I freaked out about that.
Well, you just
Outer
saw
Banks
her like
my show.
out of the blue, like you were just walking.
I seen her at the LA Sparks game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I freaked out.
Yeah, I feel like that's the coolest thing, at least for me, about living in LA, is I love when I'm just like walking on the street, like at Starbucks before school, and I'm like, oh my God, like I just watched you in a show last night.
Yeah.
Like that's definitely my favorite part.
Absolutely.
About living in LA. It's cool. So we talked a little bit about high school, and I know you also play AAU. What do you think is the biggest difference between AAU ball and high school ball?
High school is a lot more structure. You know, coaches, like you have paid coaches that strictly do that job.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot more structure, whereas AAU, it's really about getting a scholarship and promoting yourself the best.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's more like individual, like ideals, really. Like how can you look the best for these coaches at the next level rather than maybe necessarily like the team success overall. So I would say that's.
Do you prefer one over the other?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't. I mean, no, I don't. I wouldn't say I prefer one.
What is it like? I feel like I would freak out and be so scared. What is it like looking over at the sideline, seeing all these coaches knowing that they're there for you in an AAU setting?
So the first time it happened to me, it was surreal, but I was like 13 playing against 17-year-olds, so it's like you don't have anything to lose. Like, go out there, play your best. And I think that's what you have, the approach you have to take in life. Like, take the risk. Worst that happens is you fail, you get back up, and you keep going. But most importantly is you just got to be yourself. You got to, don't try to do too much, don't try to do too little, and just be yourself. And coaches appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. So, like you said, you were playing against 17-year-olds at 13, which is crazy. In your time playing AAU basketball, who have been the top 3 players you've either played against or played with?
This is a good question because the 24 class, now that they're in college now, like those are all my friends, all my dogs.
Yeah.
So I played against that first year KK Arnold, who's at UConn right now. We played against them. We beat them actually, not the.
Okay.
I played with Miara though, Miara O'Neal. She's at Florida now.
Yeah.
And then who else did I play with? I played against Kennedy Smith, who's at USC, so she's good. She's a great player. So I would say those are top 3.
Okay. Is there anyone that you've played with either in AAU or in high school that you think is really underrated, not getting a lot of love from coaches that you want to shout out?
Oh, that's a loaded question. Let me think.
I like to ask loaded questions.
That's still in high school now?
Yeah.
I got to go with my girls that's here at Kenya. So Leah Edwards, shout out Leah. She's from Britain, actually.
Really?
She played with the Great Britain national team.
Okay.
So she's a great player, hustle player, can do everything. Shout out Ashley Red. She came from New York last year, transferred in with me. So shout out to them, you know.
Because there's so many transfers, how do you guys find that sense of community? Because I know that that's so vital to forming a good basketball team.
So when me and Ashley came in, it was a little rocky. I can't lie. At first, it was a little rocky. But that comes with just spending time. You got to spend time, build connections, really care about, and then that transfers onto the court.
Yeah. So do you guys hang out a lot outside of basketball?
Yes, for sure.
That's important.
Yeah, that's where our chemistry is.
Totally. Has there been a specific game so far in your high school or AAU career that has stuck out to you?
A specific game. Ontario Christian was a great game. That was a great game for us. We won. We ended up going to the Open Division Championship. It was a lot of people in there. Gym was packed. Etawanda's always great.
Yeah.
No matter the turnout.
Rivalry. Okay.
Yes, that's our rivalry. So those are great games. And then that first year when I won my state championship in Arizona, that was an amazing game for sure.
If there's a game this season that people listening to this want to, they're like, I want to see Jersey play, what was the game that you would suggest that they come out to watch?
This season, this upcoming season?
Yes.
Etowanda.
Okay,
Etowanda.
that's where it's at. I see, okay. What are your pregame rituals, or do you have any superstitions before you play?
So I'm not superstitious. That's not me. I don't do the superstitions. But I liked a bag of candy before the game. Not the whole bag, but I'm a big candy girl.
Oh, so am I. I mean,
yes.
Insane. Before you came, there was bowls of candy upstairs. I was shut. It's bad. I have a bad candy.
It's bad too. So I started getting retainers to get my teeth right. You know?
I have them too.
Invisalign,
but I never wear them. Yeah.
And that's kind of problematic to my candy addiction.
Well,
yes.
you can take it out,
but the candy gets stuck in your teeth, and so your retainers hold it. Yeah. So that's another topic. But I like sweet tarts. Okay. I like Airheads, Sourfuls.
Yeah.
I like Skittles, sour Skittles. So I do it all.
So sour,
Starburst. Always sour though, for sure. So I got to eat some candy before the game. I got to pray before the game, get right, and then listening to music. That's really.
What music do you like to listen to before?
So I'm straight turn up. So I go Drake, Lil Baby, Young Boy. I'm trying to incorporate a little bit of gospel before I turn up.
It's like ground yourself.
Just just to get in the right headspace. But I'm turning up.
You need to post a pregame playlist. People need to have that Jersey's pregame playlist. I would listen.
Okay.
I would listen. I think people would. And I want to see a full YouTube video. You need to start vlogging so we can see the candy, all of that.
I do. I would have interest in definitely doing YouTube, but I know this takes a lot and editing, and that's just.
I can do it for you. I can be like, okay, guys, come with me to Jersey's pregame.
Okay,
and then show
y'all, watch out for me and Sloane having a collab channel. Watch out in the future.
Exactly. So we talked about LeBron, we talked about you meeting Shaq, some Outer Banks actors, all that. But who is the coolest person that's ever come to watch one of your games?
The coolest person to ever come watch one of my games? I'm early. LeBron.
Okay, LeBron. Yeah.
Yeah, LeBron was there.
Were you nervous?
No.
No?
Because
Really?
Basketball is what I love. I've been doing it for years.
So you're comfortable.
So,
you know
yeah. Do I get nervous before games? Absolutely.
Yes.
But I think he was already sitting there. I was in the flow.
Okay, so you weren't even paying attention. Yeah. I would just block it out. I feel like that's the best way to do it. Like we said earlier, you go to Sierra Canyon, which is obviously a prestigious school in both sports and academics. How do you balance being both a student and an athlete?
Balance for me is all about priorities. So student comes way before the athlete. So I know that, okay, if I get out of class and have a free period, I'm doing homework so that I can maybe get on the video games later if I get my work done. So then we have practice after school every day. I'll stay probably about an hour after if the gym's open, get my work in. And then I'll just come home, recovery. It's a lot of busy. It's a lot of sacrifice. But I think that's what comes with being a high-level athlete.
You're better than me. I've never used a free track to do homework, literally ever. Like, I always try. I open my computer. I'm, like, going to type, and then I don't know. I start watching TikTok, and then I just get too deep into that rabbit hole. So now I want to move on and talk about a little bit about the W. I mean, looks like you're going to be there pretty soon, right? So it's a cool thing to talk about and get to know that you're probably going to be there. With the current state of the W in women's basketball in general, what are your feelings about that? I mean, we get to live in a time where Caitlin Clark, Paige Buchers, Angel Reese, we're seeing these women become some of the most famous athletes in the world. It's pretty cool to see.
I love it. I think it's amazing because we've always had it. We're just kind of getting the notoriety and publicity that we've always deserved. Yeah. And especially being part of it, playing high school basketball that leads into college and things like that. It's amazing to be a part of, and it inspires you to keep going and stay motivated and keep working so that you can be a part of it one day. Yeah.
Are there any players either in the W or in college that have been sort of mentors to you and have helped you? I mean, not many people can say they're the number one basketball player in their class, so it must be nice to talk to people who've sort of had that happen to them as well.
So I've talked to Juju. She's definitely been in this position. Yeah. She's been a great mentor. Paige, we have good conversations. Janiyah Barker, who's at UCLA. She's local, so, you know, when we get together, we have good talks. And so I think it's just amazing to be, you know, involved with the people who are doing what I'm trying to do at the next level.
Yeah, in the next 5 years, who do you think is going to be the face of the WNBA and why?
The face of the W, it'll be Caitlin for sure. Angel will still be up there. Yeah. Juju, Paige, all of them who are about to leave Flash. Yeah. Be up
and
there
then in the NBA, who do you think is going to be the face of the league?
Anthony Edwards, for sure.
Of course. Who's your favorite current NBA player that isn't LeBron?
Ant. Absolutely.
Okay.
Ant, for sure.
Same. I'm like an Ant girl and a Shea girl, but then I'm also a Warriors fan, so you know it's complicated. I go back and forth.
Ant and Shea are like completely opposite players.
But I like their vibes. Okay. I'm like not strictly talking about basketball here. They're both like, those are my two dream guests. Like I need to talk to them. Also, because Ant also loves candy, you know? So like we need to talk to him about all that, his candy pregame ritual. My dream is to do a candy tasting video with Anthony Edwards. Like that would be so cool. You know,
Anthony
maybe he can
Edwards. If this happens to come across your feed.
Exactly. Come on the pod. We can try all the candy. Exactly. Okay, so now let's talk a little bit about your social media, which is obviously such a big part. You know, we're teenagers, teenage girls. It's such a big part of who we are, whether on the court, on podcasts. I think that that's so vital, and it's really helpful because, you know, we look back at, even when LeBron was in high school, people knew him because he was on the cover of a magazine. People didn't really know who he was as a person. But now coming up, people get to know really a lot about you. It seems from your social media that you have a really beautiful relationship with your little brother, and you post a lot about that. What's that like? Why is that important to you?
So, yes, I love my little brother. He's sitting over there smiling a little bit. I think for me, family is such a big thing, and to have, you know, I have one sibling, so he gets all my attention. He gets all the love, whether it's beating him up in the video games or
what video games do you guys play?
We be on a 2K. He will never beat me in 2K. He has never beat me in 2K. Yeah. NCAA, he can get the work even though he played football. Dad can get the work in that too. And we play Fortnite. So We be on the video games
Who's
together.
better at Fortnite?
Me.
Okay, yeah. This is giving me like, because I have a little brother too, and we play all those same games, but it seems like you're better than your brother. I hate to admit it, but my brother's so much better than me at video games. I never beat him. I need to work on that. You may need to teach me how to beat your brother. So I know he plays football, right? Are you trying to get him into basketball? Or
He does both.
Okay.
He's definitely more of a football player, and my dad played football, so I love that for them, their little relationship. And
That's sweet.
He's going to be great at it. He's going to be better than me. I can admit. He'll be better than me.
Really?
So,
Who do you think is his NFL player comp?
Ooh. He's probably going to be like 6'6", so
Wow.
I think, but I said like Devontae Smith. I think he played for the Eagles, right? Yeah. I see that. I
See
see
that? Okay. What is your favorite memory of you and him?
Our favorite memory. What's our favorite memory? I don't know. Whenever I come
True's
back,
sitting over there, so we're talking.
whenever I come back from USA basketball, I was really happy. Maybe it's because I've been away for a little while.
away?
But
You think he's happy that you were away, or happy that you're coming back?
both.
Okay,
But no, but I don't know. I love him for sure. Yes,
Sweet.
absolutely.
Okay, now we're gonna move into a little rapid fire section.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you questions. We're gonna get quick answers, and yeah, what is one aspect of your game that you are most proud of, and why?
This is rapid fire.
It's rapid fire, but I'm a talker, so I always pretend like it's rapid fire, and then I go and like talk. So it doesn't
Okay.
matter if you don't go fast.
Okay, that I'm really proud of. Wow, never really sat and think about that. Probably just my ability to get downhill. I think it's tough to stop me when I really get in motion.
Yeah. And what's one aspect of your game that you want to improve?
My mid-range pull-up. I'm definitely working to master that for sure.
How are you working on that? Like, what drills are you doing? Stuff like that.
A lot of stuff around here, around this elbow spot. My dad might try and guard me.
Okay,
Heavy
try.
on the
Big
try.
emphasis on try, yeah.
But a lot of just one dribble being efficient, things like that. One dribble pull up, fade spin, things like that.
Yeah. Who would be your dream NBA and who would be your dream WNBA player to share the court with?
LeBron in Asia.
LeBron in Asia. And then who would be your dream NBA and WNBA players to play against? Same answer?
I would want to play against Ant for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to play against Ant, and then
First to 11, you versus Ant.
right now.
How many points are you putting up? Yeah, right now. 16-year-old Jersey. So, like, not you in the
16-year-old me.
future, like now.
Who's getting ball first?
I feel like, good question. Maybe rock, paper, scissors, shoot it? Like, I don't know.
Okay,
We'll
if
see.
I get ball first, I'm gonna say 11-10 me.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. We need to see. Okay.
11-10 me.
And
For
if you're
sure.
hearing this, come on.
I'm
we can do it
always
on
say
Sloane's.
I'm
I'll
always say
moderate.
me. I'm
You're
always say
I like
me,
that. I
and it's
like
gonna
that.
be me till it's proven wrong.
Yes,
So
I like that. We're gonna see
So-
that one day, like the way that Steph and Sabrina did the 3-point comp at the All-Star game. We're gonna see Jersey versus Ant, a little 1v1. I'm
Okay.
excited for that. What is your favorite clothing brand?
Nike.
Yes.
Love Nike.
Okay. Well, and you're a Nike athlete,
Yes,
of course.
I am.
So,
Yes.
what is your favorite like non-athletic wear brand?
Okay. Forever 21.
Okay.
I like Forever 21. I like H&M. Keep it. I haven't really gotten to my designer bag yet.
Yeah.
That's gonna come a little bit
One
later,
day,
but
maybe like at the draft, like in the
yeah,
future, like pull up.
yeah,
Okay,
for
okay.
sure.
What is your post-game cheat meal? Well, I guess if you're eating candy before, then like it's not really a cheat
Yeah,
meal. But
I was
just
gonna
what is
say
your
it's never gonna
post-game
be
meal?
cheat.
Yeah.
But it depends on what my dad whips up. My dad is a crazy cook.
Okay.
Shout out, Dad. He might make some surf and turf right after the game. If I
you
put
play
on,
well,
if
okay.
I put on, he might make some surf and turf. So some lobster, some steak, and some mashed potatoes.
Yum. I want to try that.
Yes.
What is your favorite fast food restaurant?
Chick-fil-A,
Same. What do you get? What's your order?
spicy deluxe with a large fry.
Wow.
Yes.
Every single hooper that comes on here says Chick-fil-A is their favorite fast food. I feel like there's like a correlation between the two. Like
Yes.
if you're nice, then
Then
you
you
like
do
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A,
That's
yes.
pretty much, yeah. Oh, wow. Chick-fil-A better sponsor this after I just
Chick-fil-A.
gave you that amazing
Chick-fil-A.
compliment. Like, come on here. Okay. If you could go to dinner with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be?
I would go to dinner with Beyonce.
Oh, that's a good one. Wait, that's such a good one, and no one said that before.
Yes.
Like, everyone always says Kobe, which obviously, like, that's a good one, too. But I like the
Yes.
Beyonce call. Who is your favorite non-basketball athlete?
Ooh. Serena Williams, even though she's retired.
Do you play tennis or no?
I don't play tennis.
Okay,
I
but
can
you just
play
like to
tennis.
watch her.
I can play tennis. Like
Can.
over the summers in Hawaii, we would go to tennis court. I
And
could
you're
play a
good.
little tennis. Yeah.
So Serena and you guys play each other in tennis. You're still gonna say that you're gonna win or no?
Okay, no. Serena's
Just
gonna
not
get.
in this.
Serena's gonna get that one.
Fair. What is your favorite movie?
Oh, my favorite movie is. This changes a lot, but what's the most recent movie I watched? That's probably gonna be my favorite. I'm gonna just go Moana off the top because that's so solid.
Are you excited for the new Moana?
I am.
Or the live? Isn't there gonna be a live action one?
I don't know.
I heard
but
that there's like a
I'm
they're
tuned
actually
in.
gonna be it's gonna be cool.
And I'm Samoan, so like I feel like a correlation. And
Yeah,
a
to
connection
it.
To it. Yeah.
I always have the Moana song stuck in my head. Like whenever I'm like doing, I don't know why. It's like I haven't watched Moana in so long, and those songs are always stuck in my head. It was random, but it's true. Okay, what is your favorite TV show?
Outer Banks.
Outer Banks.
Easily.
I could not get onto it. All of my friends loved it. I watched like the first episode, and it was not working for me. But it clearly worked for you.
Okay, try again.
Okay.
Season 4 just dropped.
Yeah, there's a new season, right?
Yes.
I don't even know like.
Season 1 is the best season, so.
Okay, so that's like the one I'm gonna like. I saw spoilers though on TikTok, and I don't even know stuff like about the show, but like I heard some like rumors.
Well, was it interesting?
Well, did you watch it?
Well, I haven't finished.
Okay, so I feel like I don't know. I don't know if I should break it
No,
to you.
don't bring it
I
up.
feel
Don't
like
bring it
I
up.
can't. You talked a little bit about playing video games, with your brother. But what's your favorite video game?
Fortnite, easily.
Yeah.
And they brought back the original season.
Yeah,
so
I know. I'm so excited by that.
yes,
Yeah, that's
I was
big
on
time.
it last night.
Who's your favorite streamer?
Kai Cenat. If I could be on
wanna be
stream
on-
with Kai Cenat, that would be crazy.
When we were at the All-Star game, I just like took a random video, like nothing special or anything, of him playing in the celebrity game, and he reposted it. And it was before he was like legit. Like he was still like famous, but not like as famous as he was now. It was like the coolest moment of my life.
Yes.
Like all these people were like, it was insane. Who is your favorite singer?
Beyonce.
Beyonce. And what's your favorite song?
Absolutely. By Beyonce?
Or just in general, but either way.
My favorite song right now is one of these, LMA. She just dropped it.
Jason Tatum, LMA Love.
Yes.
Okay. What is your favorite ice cream flavor?
Coffee. I love coffee ice cream.
Are you a coffee drinker too? or
I
no?
don't drink coffee, but I love coffee ice cream. Shout out to my mom for that. She put
That's
me on
her
that.
thing. I like I like Starbucks coffee, but it has to be really, really, really sweet. Like there has to be like a lot of like sweeteners in it. But ice cream, I just don't like coffee
Coffee ice cream is like single-handedly the best thing that has ever graced the earth.
Really? So that and
Yes.
Outer Banks are like your two suggestions for me that I
Yes.
got to get on. Okay,
Yes.
I'm gonna try that after this episode, and I'll tell you what I think. What is your favorite on the court sneaker?
Kobe 6 Grinch. Well, any Kobe 6, but
Okay. And what is your off the court go to sneaker?
ooh, I love a Jordan 4 and a Nike Dunk.
Do you get Kobe's given to you?
By Nike, that is something that
That's a perk. That
yeah,
is
it
so cool.
It is a perk. It's amazing.
Do you wear new shoes every game?
I don't.
Okay.
I could. I
Ooh,
don't.
subtle flex. Okay.
No, because like I have to break in my
Yeah,
shoes.
you have to break them in.
Yeah,
I've never understood that. I saw this video of Dalton Knecht on the Lakers, and he gave his shoes before the game to a little girl, and I was like, wait, so he's just gonna start playing with these new random
But you
shoes? I didn't
can though.
get
As a hooper, I prefer to play in broken in shoes. But if I get a fresh pair of shoes that I like, I'll
you
just
would
wear
do
'em.
it. Oh, I don't know. I feel like
'Cause
I don't know how you
adrenaline-
could
your
play without them
adrenaline
getting
just-
broken in. Yeah, you
Yeah,
ignore it.
It doesn't even matter.
What is your go-to emoji?
Oh, the crying face ones with the two streams right there.
But do you use that like in like a
Laughing.
serious
No,
way? Oh, in a laughing
Yes.
way. In a laughing way. Okay. Yeah, it's really awkward because when like something sad actually happens and you
Yeah,
have to use an
don't
emoji, and you're
use
like,
that.
no, wait, this is a laughing. It's
Yeah, never use
complicated.
that.
We talked about candy earlier, but what is your like? If there was no more candies left on Earth, you could only choose one. What candy would you be choosing?
Airheads, Sourfuls.
Is that the ones with the stuff inside?
Yes.
Okay, I like Airhead Extremes.
The bites.
But my favorite, because you told me to get on coffee ice cream. This is the thing.
Okay.
Okay. You have to get the like mini Milk Dud boxes, like the little ones, and freeze them. It is like life changing.
Milk Duds?
Yeah, I
That's
know
what
I'm
you
being
picked
judged.
out of
I know I'm
every
being judged.
single
I know I'm being
candy?
judged because like I'm not a chocolate person. Like if I had to pick a candy, I would pick like gummies.
Okay.
But Milk Duds are life changing, especially when they're frozen. Like it is life changing.
I don't even know where to buy Milk Duds.
Like, yeah, okay, it is old fashioned. Like I'm sure you can get them like a gas station. I'll send you some, and then
Okay.
you can try it.
Okay.
And then you'll let me know. I'll let you know about the
He probably
coffee
has
ice cream
some
though.
leftover from. That's probably
Exactly,
the only candy left over from Halloween.
pretty much. Oh, because you're saying no one ate it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm sure I'll eat it. Give it to me. I want them. Who is the most famous person in your contacts?
Jamal Crawford, but Paige is pretty up there too.
Okay.
Yeah, so
that's cool.
So
do you just like FaceTime her on like a random day?
yeah.
Wow, that's cool. That's a flex. Okay. Who is your celebrity lookalike? Have you gotten one before?
Somebody said Rihanna in my TikTok comments one time, and McKinley was like, absolutely not. Like, no way. But I'm going to run with it. If they said I look like Rihanna, I ran with it. Absolutely ran with it.
What is your favorite podcast?
SloaneKnows.
Yes.
You already
that's
know.
What I like to hear. All right. So now we're going to go on a little rapid fire. So I am going to say a name. I'm going to say a word.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me either an NBA player or a WNBA player that you think matches this word, okay? So defense.
Ant.
IQ.
Bron.
Clutch.
Kobe.
Selflessness.
Curry.
Aura.
Ant.
Veteran.
Shay.
Veteran.
Bron.
Vision.
Bron.
Instincts.
Ant.
Drip.
Shay.
Yeah. Okay. That's like the only way to answer that,
Yeah.
I feel like, pretty much. Okay. So, Jerzy, if you had to nominate one guest to come on SloaneKnows after you, who would it be?
Ant.
Yes.
Ant gotta come on the podcast.
Come on
like,
the
come
pod.
on,
You heard
Ant.
Jerzy.
Come on, Ant.
Amazing. Thank you so much for being here. This was so much fun.
Thank
I'm so glad
you
we
for
got to
having
do this.
me.
Of course.
I appreciate it.
Of course. Thanks for listening to this episode of Sloane Knows Next. You can get links to my socials and see behind the scenes fun from Jerzy and I in the show notes, or just search @SloaneKnows on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Remember, that's Sloane with an E.